sponsors ndarima nde na nyeje mbai nde na nyeje mono Iswa Chicago andoma Iswa Chicago andoma Honorable Engineer Gospel Form Mwoko miso kwanda nyeje ne mono Ochikota Iswa Chicago andoma Ino kwana oluzo Iswa Chicago andoma Anyana jemano werezo Anyeje kelenda nyeje jemba Dena nyeje mono Iswa Chicago andoma Iswa Chicago andoma Chief and Lolo Batlomi Iswa Chicago andoma Gloria Mbanu Anu Sopandarema Ayama Iswa Chicago andoma Injini dujafuwe Iswa Chicago andoma Akuru yo garele andoma Akuru yo one of Aba Iswa Chicago Onyoma na wangele LGA Chinyere one of Oboro Yo Woman now
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm really not a public speaker, but I'm going to try my best. It is a great honor and privilege to be called upon for this presentation by the Imo State Women Association, and I'm very humble. The women of this organization have come together for a noble cause, which is to establish a diagnostic center in Imo State in order to aid in the early detection of cancers prevalent in women, namely breast and cervical cancers. A healthy woman is a healthy family, and healthy families make a healthy nation. Being the backbone of any family structure, anytime a woman who is a wife and or mother is absent in the family or incapacitated by sickness, the impact is profound and the family dynamic could be broken. I can state categorically that every adult here knows a woman who died from breast or cervical cancer, and a home devastated by such. Because charity begins at home, and in line with the saying that prevention is better than cure, these dynamic women of Imo State have come together to raise funds and make their own contribution towards enhancing preventive health services at home, geared towards early diagnosis of cancer, or preferably cancer precursors in the breast and cervix, in order to promote health and longevity in our women back home. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in females, accounting for 1 in 3 of all cancers diagnosed in women. It is also the second leading cause of cancer death in females, typically occurring in middle-aged and older women, with a median age of 62. Now, this is a global statistic. In sub-Saharan Africa, however, there is evidence for earlier occurrence, with most cases being in young premenopausal females. Personally, I have experience of some of my classmates dying from breast cancer in late 30s and early 40s. Every woman in the world has a 1 in 8 chance of developing breast cancer in her lifetime. Let this sink in. That's huge. Globally, 1.7 million new cases of breast cancer are diagnosed every year. And unfortunately, 60% of breast cancer deaths occur in developing countries. Cancer as a whole causes more than 70,000 deaths per year in Nigeria for both sexes. And the incidence of breast cancer alone is 25.7%. So what this means is that out of all the cancer deaths, a quarter are from breast cancer. According to Global Can 2020, there were 28,380 new breast cancer cases in Nigeria in the year 2020, making up 38.7% of all the cancers diagnosed in women that year. Breast cancer is also unequivocally the deadliest cancer in Nigeria. The incidence of breast cancer is increasing by 0.5% every year. access to regular screening and early detection, which leads to more successful treatment and improved survival rates. Unfortunately, this is not quite the case for us back home. In some African countries, more than 70% of breast cancers are diagnosed in advanced stages, as opposed to less than 50% in Europe and other developed regions. Survival rates are about 73% in developed countries, compared to about 57% in developing countries. And I actually suspect the survival rate is much less than this in Nigeria. The difference, as stated earlier, is due to early detection using a mammogram, a procedure known as mammography, which is basically just X-ray of the breast. Annual mammography is recommended starting from the age of 40 generally. But for those with a strong family history of breast cancer, it should start at 35. Sometimes it's also followed by ultrasound and or MRI of the breast. It has dramatically reduced mortality from breast cancer worldwide. And these screening modalities need to be made more accessible in developing countries such as ours in order to bridge the gap. Breast self-examination, or more appropriately, breast self-awareness, is recommended from the age of 20, and it should be done on a monthly basis. Unfortunately, I can't demonstrate this here. Chief Imo already did a good job of demonstrating this on Facebook. And those of you who don't know Chief Imo, he's a famous comedian in Nigeria, and I'm not trying to compete with him. Also, clinical breast exam is recommended every year from the age of 25. Cervical cancer, according to the World Health Organization, is the fourth most frequent cancer in women globally, with about 90% occurring in developing countries. It is the second most common cancer diagnosed in Nigerian women, and the second most frequent cause of cancer death among women of childbearing age. According to the Human Papillomavirus Center, every year, 12,075 new cases of cervical cancer are diagnosed in Nigeria, and 8,000 die from it. So this is huge. Out of all the cervical cancer diagnoses, 2/3 of the women will die from it. Let's compare this to 12,500 cases diagnosed in America versus 4,000 deaths, which is only 1/3. The high disparity in cervical cancer diagnosis and deaths in developing countries when compared to America and other developed nations is due to inadequate access to regular screening, which precludes early diagnosis. Screening for cervical cancer is by the Papa-Nicolau test, simply known as Pap smear. The primary culprit in cervical cancer causation is the human papillomavirus, also known as HPV. And almost everyone who is sexually active will get HPV at some point in their lives. Matter of fact, some sources say that everyone will get HPV at some point in their lives. But I prefer to say that everyone who is sexually active will develop it at some point in their lives. So I hate to put it to you, but this is our portion. And it's on us to do our own part to prevent us from getting cervical cancer. Human papillomavirus can cause cervical changes at the cellular level, which is known as precancer. This then slowly progresses to cancer over several years. And there is also a slow progress from an early stage to an advanced stage of cancer. Hence, there is a big window of opportunity to detect and treat cervical cancer precursors in order to prevent actual cancer, or to detect and treat early cancer early stage cancer with better success rates. Cervical cancer is one of the most preventable cancers, but unfortunately, poor access to prevention, screening, and treatment of cancer precursors contributes to 90% of cervical cancer deaths in developing countries. Prevention can be through vaccination against the human papillomavirus. Screening, of course, is by getting regular pap smears. And treatment of cancer precursors are via procedures such as colposcopy and cervical biopsies, LEAP, which is loop electrosurgical excision procedure, and the cold knife cone biopsy. Pap smears using cytology alone are recommended from the age of 21 and need to be done every 3 years, or every 5 years in those 30 and above, if testing for HPV is done concurrently or as the primary screening. Once again, prevention is better than cure. Because these cancers are becoming a public health crisis, this is a clarion call for us to support the Imo State Women Association maximally through our monetary donations and other forms of assistance in order to improve cervical and breast cancer screening through the provision of a standard diagnostic center, start with all the necessary equipment. This will contribute to the health and overall well-being of our women back home in Imo State. Be aware that this issue concerns everyone, not just females, because every individual has females in their lives. It will be their mother, it will be their wife, it will be their daughter, it will be their sister, niece, cousin, granddaughter, you name it. Knowing fully well that health is wealth, this initiative by the Imo State Women Association, in addition to hopefully education at the grassroots level, will help to improve women's health, strengthen our families, our beloved state, and hence our nation. Let us all contribute generously towards leaving our footprints in the sands of time. Remember, early detection saves lives. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Obioma Aparamoze. One more time, give a round of applause. Bottom line, early prevention saves life. You see, we come from a culture where it is not my portion. It is not my portion. It is not my portion. As a man, as a man, as a man, as a man. No, go and see a doctor.
Thank you, everybody, and I'm very glad that you all came in today to support the association. The medical doctor has spoken about the importance of cancer screening, and it's so good that I happen to be actually an expert in preventive medicine. I am board certified in preventive medicine. So I'm going to summarize it very simply. What is happening in our community is that we are not doing early screening. And this is what this association is trying to do. When you do early screening, there is decreased mortality. So the mortality, the 5-year survival for somebody in Chicago who was diagnosed with breast cancer is 75% chance of surviving in 5 years. If you are diagnosed in Imo State, your 5-year survival rate is only 15%. So this association is trying to help us to change this. Also talking about cervical cancer, these are preventive things that can be done that will decrease mortality and improve the lifespan of our people. So this is a very important function. I've also spoken in the past about the need why we have to be generous when we come to this type of thing. This particular venture will help people live longer. And when you do it, you get a lot. So I'm going to solicit for everybody to give generously, knowing that by giving generously, you are reducing your chances of depression, you are decreasing the chances of hypertension, you are also increasing your happiness and prolonging your life. So I am going to look around and ask everybody to support these women that are trying to do such a great venture. So I am going to support on behalf of myself. Remember, you can always give more than me. I'm just a civil servant. I am going to support with the help of my wife, Chief Ngozi Anyanwu. We are going to give the sum of $1,500.
Ladies and gentlemen, you heard it from the chairman of the occasion, Chief Dr. and Chief Mrs. Ngozi, Chief Jovita and Chief Mrs. Ngozi Anyanwu, $1,500. And Akuwa Kabigono. Yes.
Good evening, everybody. I think the doctor has spoken. I'm going to say something about association. When my wife told me she would join this association, I was very unexpected because my wife is not a public person. But I'm here to support her tonight. And I'm praying that this association stays as one. We are tired of divisions. I remember when Umati Igbo was starting like about 10 years ago. It started from LA. My wife was called to come and share it and bring it to Chicago. She refused. She's not a public person. But whatever that made her to join this, I have no choice but to support. And I'm saying, I want you guys to stay as one. Let not tomorrow we have Ishwak. I want tomorrow we have Ishwak 1. Oh, Ishwak 2. We are tired of that. Let us men fight. Our women working across the trouble. One man at Chopo. So for her to join this is the first women association that my wife has joined. She has always been on her own. Has always supported. So I'm going to support her tonight. Our children are here to also support their mom. It's not easy who support. The chairman has said something. On behalf of my family, my wife and the kids, all of us, will give $1,000.
You have heard it from our co-chairman. He says, tomorrow, please, no ISWA 2, ISWA 3. We are tired of division and state split. I don't want to go and from you.
Thank you very much. You must stay women together. It is my pleasure to be here. I returned from Geneva this morning with a jet lag. I decided to be here. The reason I decided to be here is about what we are doing, and for me, what we are doing is very important. I don't have a piece of advice for you. One thing is to raise funds. Another thing is to make sure the fundraise is utilized for the purpose it was raised. But more importantly, from the vintage of somebody like me, who happened to be a pharmaceutical scientist that specializes in production of the medication that is used to treat people. I'm not a medical doctor, but I'm a pharmaceutical scientist. The most important thing in treating disease is education and understanding to make sure the people you are about to save complies with what they need to do to be saved. So I'm standing here not only to support my president, Imo State Association Chicago, my president emeritus, Ozark Chicago, but to tell you that we should go up above and beyond just giving you money. Arrange to educate our people, and that will be 50% of the solution to the problem, and then we'll give you money. I have too many doctors in my house. I want you to approach them. I think we know them very well. They want to give back. Whenever you want to give back to the people, please approach them. And I will finish the job for you. But I'm going to support you and support the effort of this one tonight with $500. Please, whoever is responsible to come and take the check. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chief Dr. Anayoke is the $500. Hi, Chief. My apologies. Shima Uduko. Prince, please. And because with all due respect, I will ask our donors, please, if you can, just limit yourself to 30 seconds. Thank you.
I'm Prince Chima Duko. Now support this one with $500. I don't make speeches.
He didn't even say all the 10 words. I'm Prince, help me come. I'm Prince Chima Uduku, and I support $500. And I want everybody. If I your speech is worth another 500. Thank you. You go, that's already 500. We have Dr. Ewa. Doctor, the man whose name is so beautiful, I'm going here 2 times. Dr. Ewa. He has supported us. He doesn't want to talk, he wants to do action. $200 from Dr. Ewa, our brother. Thank you. I'm going to come over here. Hi, Chief. Dan always and hi, Dorothy always.
Thank you. I'm a man of few words, and I like what the women are doing tonight. I will support them with some of my wife here, with some of $500.
I don't know the stage. All our body from here. You know how to begin. $500. Hi, Chief. Dan also. And I'm one of people. Because I am all Chief. Chief Innocent will be and Dr. Mrs. Lillian will be.
Peace. the running of the and on my every support any more Alex, go here and one here. Early prevention is better than cure. As doctor have already said, we are patient to information. And to support the chairman and others, and my noble wife, and all my friends here, I will give 1,600.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Innocent Obi and Dr. Mrs. Lillian Obi. He just came back visiting the White House. So now I don't know 1,600 Pennsylvania Avenue, 1,600, 1,600. Imagine 1,600 is the plan now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Obi is $1,600. And I'm working about people. 1,600. I see White House in your future.
Yes, for sure, prevention is better than cure. A cousin of mine survived that because of early detection, and she's still alive till today, years after. On behalf of my wife and my family, we're all here. We're first of all supporting with the sum of $500. And at the same time, I'm also representing Bahama Chicago here. We're also supporting with the sum of $200. Thank you.
A lot of people go to hospital anywhere in Evanston, Iwoma. They always say, Obioma, help me. Obioma, help me. Bahama Federation of Chicago, $500. And also, yeah, the Toronto Association UK, $200. Meaning the money, drop on here. $700, Obioma, and I'm going. Thank you. Keynote speaker. It's only key. Key is key. It doesn't matter. We will accept that. Attorney and doctor. Doctor and attorney.
Something worth doing is worth doing well. I thank ISWA for this occasion and for raising awareness for the purpose of women's health. I thank you for inviting us, and we want to grace this occasion with some of $500.
Ladies and gentlemen, $500 from the Opera Museum family, Anthony George and Dr. Mrs. Obioma, our keynote speaker.
When I went to okay, the opening prayer and the opening prayer. One thing in Chineke may they all be one. May they unite and work with wisdom, unity, peace, and love. May they never divide, but continue to grow in number. On behalf of Oluzona Assembly of Chicago, and now support Oluzona Assembly of Chicago, myself and Lola Gojo with this chair. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Sir Ben and Lady Ndiwe, supported from his family and also from Oluzona Assembly. I'm coming because you promised they can go to hospital, which you haven't still paid. But let me go upstairs. I'm going to talk to Chief Bats. and Lady Bano.
First of all, ISWA is here to stay. ISWA will not die. ISWA is very, very unified. You know, in all the organizations, women organizations in this Chicago, I have never belonged to one, but this is the only one that I said, I will belong to. And they are really strong women, real power, very, very good to follow. Now, we have a goal, and that goal is to see what we will do to help our women who are really suffering a lot from cancer. Many of them do not know they have cancer. They are dying unnecessarily, but with ISWA, we will be able to help them to detect it earlier, which will really help to save life. But anyway, I won't stop so far. On behalf of my husband and I, we will support ISWA with $1,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, she bought and law about $1,000. And I go one graphic. Thank you. Engineer Jasper and Dr. Mrs. Ofoma. What you got
I'm here to support my beautiful wife. She's always support me in everything I do. In many of the clubs I joined, she's there for me. She doesn't bother me. Instead, she pushes me forward. She's my backbone. She's my supporter. God brought her in my life to support me. Yes. I thank God for her. I have no regrets marrying her. If I come back to life again, I'll marry again. I'm supporting the women and my beautiful wife $1,500.
To tell you the truth, what can we reply now?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's an honor to be among you people tonight. Let me first of all congratulate Aludo and members of the ASWA. It's not easy to nurture a club or nurture an association from beginning to what we're seeing tonight. We congratulate you guys and ladies. And as a matter of fact, you made us proud because all of us from Imo State are very happy tonight that our beautiful wife, daughters gather together and put this together and form this association so they can reach out and touch people at home, especially those with breast cancer, and then they will bring the awareness to all our sisters, mothers at home. I congratulate you guys, and in fact, I ask you guys to be proud of what you are doing tonight. It's not an easy job. On that note, I don't want to run in Chicago. I believe that whatever is good for the goods is also good for the canvas. And whatever you guys doing for Imo State goes direct to us. With that said, I will copy some stuff from Ochikota because some of the things Ochikota will be usual. On behalf of my own beautiful wife, sitting next to me, and on behalf of the Warhead family, my wife and I will donate $600.
From the Warhead, $600 from the Warhead organization, the Warhead group, the Warhead family. Right now, let me go on to Sarumi, the man who danced and danced and danced and danced and danced this way. You please follow him. Just follow him like that.
All right, you want me to start dancing? Okay, good. Brothers and sisters, you know, I'm so excited to be here this evening. It's not easy to come in here, organize all this event that the Imo ladies are doing. I want to support my wife that we got from Imo State, Asanta, and I thank you guys for giving us that lady because she is a wonderful woman. I told her thank you very much. Okay, we approach to help her. She's a very wonderful lady. So without wasting much of your time, I'm going to support. I mean, we are going to support on behalf of the whole Okaboya family with $500. Thank you.
If you didn't know how this man found his wife, go and learn how to dance. If you want to sell, please sell to 773-704-1448. 773-704-1448. I'm going to say it one more time. 773-704-1448. Feel free to call me and I'll come and give it to you. Please, Inauguration electronically, the man that talks electronically.
I'm taking this opportunity to congratulate Adu, please. She did a wonderful job. It's not easy to build an organization. It's very easy to take over an organization that somebody handed over to you. To build an organization from scratch, it's not easy. That's why I wrote an open check to my wife here. So whatever she decides to give, the cost in her hand. Dr. Rita Amani Osodi Abba.
On behalf of my husband, I want to congratulate Atibu for a job well done. And I was just going to bring what others have said, all the division, all the silos, all the fights here and there. We just want everybody to be united. So in order to support that unified force and the good cause that we are all, Imo State people are fighting, breast cancer, I want to give, on behalf of my husband and I, just give him $500 to support.
Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Ted Owele and Dr. Mrs. Rita Abade, $500. Thank you, Professor Kuzina.
Yeah. On behalf of our United Organization of Chicago and for our wife, myself, David, our organization is giving $200, and for me, I'm giving $500.
Professor and Kuzina and Dr. Mrs. Kuzina, $500. Please, gentlemen and ladies, I'll come to you. President Eagles, Chief Honorable.
Marriage is going to house, I cannot go past it. The marriage is in the house. Because I didn't have to leave and make it tonight. It's for women, especially what the focus is, which is breast cancer awareness and prevention. And because Ochikota, if we see we really enjoy about my wife. But I'm going to say it anyway. Yes. On behalf of Princess sitting right here, myself and my entire family, I give $500 as a birthday.
Thank you, Owen of Chicago, Chief, our proprietor, owner, founder, Chicken Market, Southside. Mr. Emmanuel and Mrs. Ebere, I was here, $500. And Aguwaka is not here, but we're feeling his presence.
Well spoken. Please, let me borrow or just borrow some expression from one of my poets here regarding his wife. I'm a man of few words, you very heavy like that. I won't be sitting on high tables most of the time. But this time around, I really got pumped to join in. I see all that the police for dinner was called to the high table. And I said to myself, well, why not? As a matter of fact, I've come to this table and I enjoy everything that have been spoken so far regarding ISWA. My hope is that they stay together and work for a better future. And from all indications, it's very possible that might as well do that. So I'm going to let my wife say most of the things I've been saying, but we will support. I am a wonderful lady, Madam here. We will support ISWA with a sum of $300. I think I have a few words to add to what I just said. Thank you.
Chineke ga na-ebu anyị na-aga n'ihu n'aha Jizọs. Biko na ụmụ nwaanyị niile na-ebe a, Dr. Ọkpara na ozi ekwuru okwu. Kansa abụghị isi egwuregwu. Ma ndị mama ịchọrọ na ọ na-abịa ma ọ naghị abịa. Anyị na-ekpe ekpere ka ọ hapụ irute anyị aka n'aha Jizọs. Ka m kpa maikrofon a na-ekwu okwu. Abịara n'ebe a n'ara Lady Lydia na Obi Ọbasi. Our nwa klaasị m mgbe anyị gara nursing school about 30 years ago or 32 years ago. Ana m agwa unu ugbu a na Adaugo nke bụ president ijide aka with your executives. Na-atụkwara ọbụla esekwe n'okwu ego na-ese okwu mgbe ụfọdụ ndọrọ ndọrọ karịrị ụmụ nwaanyị mana ọ bụ ekpere ka eji eso ya. Ọnụ nọrọ n'udo dịka m na-ekwu okwu a, biko m gaghị egbu oge. Enwere ofu nwa skuul anyị, ọ nwere nọọsụ, very hard working nọọsụ. Ọ na-arịa kansa ugbu a. Anyị nọ na-enyere ya aka. All my schoolmates, I need a right now. So here today we are, we are not going to stop here. It's an ongoing effort to help the people at home. So it's not going to be all done this night. So in this case, I am really proud to be at this table because they did not notify us before we get here. But I'm going to so ya mere aga m asị unu anyị enyechaghị na anyị ga-abịakwa ọzọ. Ndewo unu.
She said she wants to say something and she wants to support because her daughter is at the head of this organization. Mrs. Rosalind, oh yes, thank you, Mama.
It's already light. I was not informed that I would be at this very level. All of a sudden I have my name. But then, my wife is a member. I have to support with a little man of the sum of $300. I couldn't have this Chris. Here's your car.
Members of this squad, including me, I'm here to support my auntie Gloria and organization. Only I was not able to be here tonight, and I know that her spirit is here. So on behalf of my wife, I came with my two sons. I love them very much. On behalf of my son, my wife, and the union $5 million.
$500. Thank you. I'm going to this. Chief, I chief. Sir. Oh, yes, sir.
Thank you. People, both work with the girls in the game. So, yeah, that's how long you had your way. I did yes, I want to have the Bapalo on them. Yes, you took for the Bapalo Ligo. Yes, you also had a became home with happen. Please forgive me that I'll bounce around back and forth because I do all the work. So, Una, you've seen who is here. So, she understands the Igbo very well. So, be careful what you say. So, having said that, I'm here today with two hats. I know people have called my beautiful wife this and that. The reason why I married my wife initially was when I gave her money when we were young. She said, take the money and go and help your people back home. So that has always been, he's always backing me up. So, on behalf of NACO, now remember there is every strong man, there's a woman behind it. And let me tell peace and all the group that form this. It's not an easy thing to do. Yes, we can't tell them what to do, but trust me that I can tell you these guys are very strong. I can see all their faces. Having said that, I'm here on behalf of NACO. Two hats I said. NACO, the Mbise, Educational Cultural Association. So they are giving you a little token of 150, but I will also give you my own check. Now, by the way, I told you forget about this tonight. I'm going to take the check also from
I didn't know he was a human being. He didn't know. In Aramas, the Uchikobi. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the son of the professor himself. Also, Professor Chikobi, right here. In Aramas, the Uchikobi.
People don't know. I can have people. Nigeria in Okita. I want to go in. Boa Anambra, Boa Abia. Mana, ọmọ ọ̀pọ̀nù ọ̀gẹ̀, Igbo, Igibio, Ofu. Mana abịago anyị, anyị nwa, wee kpọwakwu onwe anyị, ọ ebuzu wee fụ ya. wee sị na akpọwala mana ya makpọwo ụmụ anyị Igbo na Anambra na Enugu na Abia na Ebonyi na Akwa Igbo ya bụ ibido bụ ofu biko kanya lekwa oge etinye mana ga-etinye uru sọftin wee kwado n'efu
Charles, Ike, biko gwara Ike, thank you, sir.
I support my fellow People's Club member, just for fun, and our chairman, who with the sum of 100,000 naira. And wherever now support ndị ọrụ ọrụ USA and OSA with another 100,000 naira. Why not here? But the honor with me. In my American embassy, why not go? Walking out, you want a little while, you did it. Beyond them today, another 200,000 naira. Near total about 400,000 naira, equivalent of $400. Every changes, materially, because dollar and rate fluctuation, more than $400. I am a go to reason. I'm a politician who don't belong. Thank you very much. 400,000 naira for Honorable Charles Ike. Thank you, sir.
So I support you on behalf of my wife and I. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Mr. and Mrs. Ben Charlie, $500. $500 from Ebasa Community, care of Mrs. Rose Lulu. Fingertips and Mrs. Kelechi Erimagon. I have a big fat envelope here. Somebody, ladies of Israel, please, fingertips, I need you. One more time. Nze, Chief, Emeka Alomo, Jackie, Nadi, $500. Can we give them a round of applause? Mr. Tony Nubu, $100. You go call the Aka. Okaniwo Association through their chairman, Mr. Sylvester, $200. People very appreciate. Iswa. What is about the association?
Thank you very much. All right, you have done a good job too. You know, it's one of the things we do best. We're happy to have you back in Chicago. I am going to use this opportunity to not only thank you guys for showing up for tonight's event. I am going to call my executive members to complete this vote of thanks. I will call upon General Secretary Mrs. Kelechi Erimagon. She's one of our members that have dedicated her time, invested her emotions, her time and money in the success of this organization. So I humbly call on Kelechi, please come here and give the vote of thanks on behalf of the rest of us. So thank you very much.
Thank you, my president. I wish to sincerely express my joy and gratitude to Almighty God who made this day possible. It could only be God who brought us together in love, peace, and sisterhood. We have longed for this day and worked tirelessly to get to it. Along the line, feelings may have been hurt and emotions run high, but we stop to sisterhood. Thank you to the beautiful ladies of ISWA, especially our founding president, Adibo Peace Ezrin, and all the committee members for your sleepless nights and wakeful days. Your efforts to make this day a success did not go unnoticed. To our invited guests who made it to this great event, thank you for honoring our invite. Those who could not make it, thank you for your support. We look forward to greater celebrations in the future. God bless us all. God bless ISWA. ISWA Chicago, love, peace, and sisterhood. Thank you.